Perhaps the most common first thing that a teacher wants to do inside of their Moodle course is to post their course syllabi. And that's what we're going to do right now. The first thing you want to do is make sure that editing is turned on. So make sure you've hit the little button here in the upper right-hand corner. And then up here in the header block, go ahead and click on the drop-down for Add a Resource. And the first item here is File. So go ahead and select File. And this will bring up the Add a File page inside of Moodle. We'll give this file a name. In this case, we're just going to type in syllabus. And under the description, we're going to go ahead and just type in the course syllabus. Go ahead and scroll on down a little bit further. And under the content section, hit the button for Add. This is going to take us to our standard file picker inside of Moodle. And we're on the Upload a File link. And we're going to come over here to the attachment, hit the Browse button. And inside of the Chapter 2 exercise files, we've got a copy of the syllabus.doc. If you have a syllabi in a newer format, either a docx or a PDF file or any of those other formats, those will be just fine as well. We'll go ahead and just select our syllabus and hit the Open button. And we have all the rest of the information is set up properly here. We'll just go ahead and hit the Upload this file button. And we can see the file is posted right here inside of the content area. Let's go ahead and scroll on down a little bit. In the Options section, the first option is Display Automatic. When we click that drop-down menu, there are a couple of choices available to us: Embed, Force Download, Open, or In Pop-Up. I'd suggest we go ahead and leave this to Automatic. The Moodle developers have done a great job of making this automatic feature work very well. So when a user clicks on the link for your syllabus, depending on how their machine is set up, it'll either try and open directly in the browser or it'll download that file directly onto their computer. Now, we don't need to display the resource name, but we are going to leave the display resource description checked. Go ahead and scroll down a little bit further, and we've got the common Moodle settings. For visibility, we want to go ahead and leave this set to show. Your two options are show and hide. And if you were building content ahead of when your students were going to be looking at it, and you don't want them to quite see it yet, but they're in your course and they're already working with the material, you can go in here and you can hide specific content and then come back into the edit feature and show it back to them later. But in this case, with the course syllabi, we want to have that visible all the time. So we'll leave that to show. We're going to ignore the ID number for right now. Go ahead and click the Save and Return to Course. And there we go. We are taken back into our course, and if we scroll up just a little bit, we can see how this all looks together. We've got our header graphic, and we have our news forum here that we're going to go into in a future movie, and underneath of it we have our syllabus. I like to have my syllabi be the very first item that's available to my students directly under the header graphic, but Moodle has gone ahead and it's put it down here below the news forum. Well, it's very easy to do. If we look at this very first icon here, just to the right of the word syllabus, we have a little crosshairs arrow. We can click and drag that. We're going to drag it just up above the news forum and drop it in place. And there we've been able to reorder these items. To see what your students would see, we'll just come on up here to the upper right and click the button for Turn Editing Off. And that's what your students would see when they come into your class. They get the nice header graphic here and a link to the syllabi, and they can click on that link to the syllabi, and their browser is going to automatically try and download and open that file for them. That's exactly what we want.